Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of the Friday Night Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
You out there, Redwine?
Bonsoir, darling.
Okay, my friend. All right. This is a pre-recorded show, so please don't call in this Friday night. We are on a set finding material, and we're digging for stones with minerals in them in Africa. So we're going to be back into the following Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, you're laughing? Okay. Anyway, we have a short show tonight, being it's a pre-recorded show, but we're going to get just as deep into our topics as we normally do. Kelly, you want to run down our rundown for tonight? Abbreviated rundown.
Sure. Sure. Well, how you doing tonight, Pop? You doing all right?
Doing pretty good. I'm not in the studio tonight, but...
Okay. Well, we miss you.
Yeah.
But we'll hold it down for you. Yeah, we'll hold it down with our cocktails.
Sure. I'm in a place where it's rehab because I don't see a drop of alcohol anywhere. But what are you going to
do? You be all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give the rundown. Papa, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go on to your thing.
All right. Our hot topic tonight, nationwide day without immigrants shuts down businesses. Also headlines, National Security Advisor, Falado Castile case. That's an old case, so this is an update to see what's going on. What's popping with Poppa DD? He's going to talk about gridlock. I'm just saying with Redwine. Why should poor kids sweep floors for free lunches? Also living for the city with Poppa DD, forgotten black folks. My Hollywood wrap-up, I'm going to talk about Al Jarreau, hometown girl, Regina Hall, the movie Hidden Figures, and Burger King. They have a sex surprise in their packages now. Cocktail of the week, which is called the Ginger Magic, which we're sipping on tonight. Our Kiss It list, and the last word. So sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we will keep moving. All right. You ready, Papa?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right now. Ready, Freddy. Might change your name.
All right.
All right. We're going to get into this hot topic here, the nationwide day without immigrants, and then that's interesting. This article talks about cities across the country got a taste of that today. They shut down, and immigrants refuse to spend money on a day without immigrants. It talks about it's an effort to show the Trump administration how much immigrants contribute to the country's economy as the president continues his tough stance on immigration. And while many immigrants and businesses owners refuse to work in an act of solidarity, others mark the event in more unorthodox ways. Matt Carr, owner of the Little Red Fox restaurant in Washington, D.C., I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm not either. Had no problem letting his immigrant employees strike, even though they're vital to his business. He says, we have 3 prep cooks on strike today for a day without immigrants, and they all parents worried about their families and futures. But before those workers went on strike, they made sure the business was taken care of.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that
all
was
of the
good.
prep work and everything that they would normally do, they did it in advance so that the business wouldn't suffer while they were out.
That was good. That was good. So they opened their doors. Some businesses closed. They were talking to the owner of Jaleo on 7th and I think it's 7th and G.
Mhm.
He said he was going to close his doors for one day. In honor of the immigrants. So that goes to show the majority of his staff was immigrants, or all of his staff was. Yeah.
Well, this was a nationwide movement. So there was a lot of participation in different cities. Poppa DD, did you see or hear anything like around in the New York area?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was big up that way, all up around New York and Newark, New Jersey, and Elizabeth, and also Edison area. Edison's a big area, New Brunswick. All these areas have huge. I just don't understand how Trump is really going to pull off anything that got to do with immigration. Does he think this is 1930 or something? And there's a few Spanish people, and who says it's all Spanish anyway? This is
definitely more than that.
Oh, I'm telling you, other ethnicities are so glad that he's focused on Spanish people that they could just, scream. They love it. Because you got
when ICE comes through and does those sweeps, looking to see who's here legally and whatnot, they're looking for everybody. That includes people from the Caribbean, people from Eastern Europe, people from the Spanish-speaking countries, all of it. If you don't have the right papers and you don't have a green card, you're out.
Well, other ethnicities seem to have to fall in their lap, but it seems like they're on a witch hunt when it comes to Hispanic people, and I think that's very true. And people of a Hispanic nature, Latino nature, know that. Because everybody else is getting away with murder. I mean, you got people around here that just speak plain English, and they're not legal at all. So it's deep. But I don't, I'm not promoting that in any way because these people have been paying taxes. A lot of them have been over here 20, 30 years. So
that's
with
true.
all the crap going on with, and who's perfect over here anyway? Please, we got some damn Americans need deported. Shit, as far as I'm concerned.
But let me finish this paragraph here. It goes on to say, immigrants are the backbone of this country and the heart and soul of the service industry. Yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah, they are. It says, without them, our small businesses would crumble. Yeah, that's so true.
Hotel beds and all that. I mean, half the time you go on vacation, who do you see make up your bed when you go out in the hallway to get some ice? People of a foreign entity, and... we done left hotels in some bad situations,
That's true. Yeah. Well, so let's just see how this is going to unfold, if they're going to go any further with it.
Well, I'd say shout out to whoever organized and came up with that idea. That was a great idea.
That was. And for them to gather up like that in a short time. And it's a lot of businesses that are, saying it's okay. Like they talked about one employee, she called her boss, and she's like, I'm not coming in because, this is who I am. Do you agree with that? Is it okay with you? And he was like, sure.
Yeah, her boss supported it.
Yeah, he's like, I respect that. So.
And he probably paid her for the day.
Could have.
Because people are really getting behind their employees. Because they know they couldn't run their businesses without all these folks.
Oh, sure. You're right. You are so right. But we're going to continue to see that story develop. Keep moving with that.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another headline. We're going to talk about a couple of headlines. There was a problem with the what is he, the National Security Advisor.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Flynn, Michael Flynn. He got into some hot water with allegedly some conversations with people in Russia or something that happened before the election happened, and then it surfaced. So he had to, I don't know whether he allegedly gave his resignation, but I think it was after he was asked to resign. So I don't know if that technically means he was fired or what, But the bottom line is he didn't last more than, 23 days? And he was out of there.
Yeah.
So now Flynn is gone, and the president had recommended another person to take that job, a retired Vice Admiral Bob Harwood. But Mr. Harwood, how you say his name, has turned down that offer.
Really?
And said, no, thank you. I do not want to be your national security advisor. And basically, his insiders are saying it's because he said there is way too much chaos circling within the White House current administration. And basically, he didn't want to eat from that. He called it a crap sandwich. He said, no, thank you.
Are you serious?
I don't want a bite of that crap sandwich.
Oh, boy.
So he turned it down.
Wow. I just think Donald Trump, he's just moving too fast. Trying to assemble a cabinet. I mean, it's just, I've never seen a cabinet been assembled this quickly. And so many people have turned him down. It's crazy. It's like you said, it's so much chaos.
Well, part of the problem is that he keeps trying to put people in these positions that don't have any experience.
Yep.
You know, other administrations have had to assemble a cabinet on a quick pace.
Right.
Because when you first get in, you got to get your people in there. So you don't have, months and months to drag that out. But usually people get people who have a background and a resume to back them up, to show that they have some knowledge and experience.
Right.
He's getting all these billionaires who I guess have pledged allegiance to him or something, but they don't have the knowledge and the background or the experience.
The common denominator is money. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, if you're in the billionaires club, then you can be in my cabinet. I don't know if these were all favors that he owed people.
You might be right.
It's like you hook me up now, I'll hook you up later.
Yeah.
And now it's time to pay off that later. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. What do you think, Papa? What do you think is going on, really?
Exactly right what y'all said. He's it's like that. It's like that. I'm telling you, he's got a long string. You got to realize that this man has, he's got 20, 30 years out there where he's been doing things his own way, and right now, he's at the top of his game, and he's picking people. I mean, because all these people he picked, these billionaires were just laying around lazy. They probably all would just get together and smoke cigars and drink cognac together. And now they said, well, let's do something. Y'all want to mess around with the country for a few years? It's a joke to them.
Oh,
really.
my God.
Yeah. They're like, what the heck? It's more fun than shooting cribbage or playing poker. Why not?
More fun than a barrel of monkeys is what they said.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, that's really pathetic.
Well, what do you
everybody, a lot of people are calling it, and it's going to be, it's going to start decaying because they're not going to be able to control this whole country. After a while, this country, if we have our first major crisis, and we got a bunch of crap going on with the government, it's the chaos is going to be like gridlock in the morning. Going to work in the morning in the morning gridlock, it's going to be crazy, and I'm not wishing no bad luck on the world, but it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, well,
I agree.
Well, speaking of chaos, what do you guys think about the little situation with when he was doing his little meeting at the table when they were down in Florida?
Oh, that was crazy.
I'm like, are you serious? You go behind closed doors and you do things like that. You don't let other people see that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for sure what the conversation was on the phone, but when he was down there with the Prime Minister of, was it Japan?
Yeah, Japan, yes.
And it appeared that he was having some kind of a security-related conversation right there at the dinner table, surrounded by guests just walking around.
Like, really?
And photographers captured it, and then, of course, he tried to explain it away. But people saw what they saw.
Yeah.
You had a photographer who took pictures of the military guy that was carrying what they call the nuclear football.
Oh, my God.
The briefcase with the codes and whatnot in it. This guy was he took pictures of a guy taking poses with the guy carrying the nuclear football. Like, look, I'm with the guy who's got the codes. And they were posting that mess on Facebook.
OMG, are you serious? They think
and this all was happening down there at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, they really think this is a joke. But I don't mean to get off target, but
that's part of the chaos at the White House.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just add to the.
But can I just say on another note? I'm really getting fed up with the media calling that resort in Mar-a-Lago, the Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, calling that the president's Florida White House.
Really?
Or White House South, or whatever they call it, different little names they call it.
Really?
And for one, there is no such thing. That's just where he likes to go and hang out because he doesn't really want this job. So he goes down to that resort in Florida because that's where he's comfortable. And for the media, I blame them for that because I haven't heard the president say that.
Right.
It's the media calling Mar-a-Lago, the South White House or the White House in Florida, Florida White House, whatever. They need to stop that stupidity. That's a resort, and they need to call it that. That's all I'm saying on that.
We gonna keep it moving. I have one more in St. Paul. The case against a Minnesota police officer who fatally shot a black man during a traffic stop in July can proceed. Judge ruled on this on Wednesday. St. Anthony, Minnesota, police officer Geronimo Yanez is charged with second-degree manslaughter and 2 counts of dangerous discharge of a firearm in the July shooting of Castile.
Philandro Castile.
Right. Remember the guy that was in the car with the girlfriend, and the girlfriend's on the phone, and
she was live Facebook Live, the whole thing.
That's crazy. And the police officer just shot him. I'm like, really? Come on, really? It's crazy.
So the police officer was trying to say he was not guilty, even though the whole thing was seen by the world live.
Yes.
Live and in living color. So I'm glad the judge threw that out and said, no, you're going to trial for this one.
See what I'm saying?
But you see how they reduced the charge. It's not even murder in any degree. Now, what is it, some kind of manslaughter?
Charged with second-degree manslaughter. Second degree. So it does have a little something on it instead of just manslaughter.
Okay.
So
you can still go to jail for that. So.
What'd you say, Papa?
You can still go to jail for, first or second-degree manslaughter. Won't be as long as cars still closed behind you.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, they just ought to. That guy, he ought to go to jail for that because that was unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, he as Papa says, that's the thing that everybody's afraid of, the quote-unquote black man, and that is just so sad. I mean, she's, doing this live on Facebook, and then you're going to discharge your gun, and you tell the man, the Castile says he has a gun. Okay.
Yeah, he declared everything.
Yeah.
The girlfriend or wife, whichever she is, she tried to tell the officer what was going on and not to shoot, etc.
Right.
And the officer, I guess, just freaked out and started shooting.
Yeah. The cop just went insane for a second. Like,
I don't know.
Like, are you serious? I just couldn't believe it. This is live on Facebook. I'm telling you.
Crazy.
It is. It's crazy. Yeah. But if you guys, there's no phone calls tonight, so
no calls.
No number. Nah, no calls tonight. We going to where are we going tomorrow? Africa somewhere?
Yeah, he said we're going hunting for minerals or something.
And some rocks.
Is that what we're doing?
I guess so.
I hope I don't break my nails.
Yeah. But we're going to take a little CC?
Let's see. Papa, you ready or you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we can take a break and do a little bit of Mr. Giroux if you're going to do that.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
We got to pay for what was going on, DC Homegrown.
All right. Well, we can pay homage to Al Giroux, who we lost this week. Or was that last week? This week?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll do that. Listen to Al Giroux for a minute, and we're coming back with What's Poppin'.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. We are back. Yes, I'm Ketel. I'm here with Redwine.
Bonsoir, everybody.
And Poppa DD is out there. He's on location tonight. You out there, Poppa?
Yeah, I'm here. What's
okay.
happening?
All right. You got the best hang. What's happening with you? Come on with your what's popping tonight. Talking about gridlock? What's up with that?
What's popping me tonight? I want to talk about the whole gridlock that the country's really about to see real shortly. Because I just think that Trump is just moving so fast. That he's so excited and he's such a freak for power that he thinks he just got to grab everything at the same time. He's like, when you go in the supermarket, you start carrying stuff, you don't have a cart. Now you run out of hands, you got shit underneath your armpit and all up your ass, and you got Clorox between your damn legs and all kind of crazy shit. Looking all crazy in the supermarket. Anyway, this is how he's juggling. I mean, this man's only been in office since January 20th, and it's not even February 20th. You know what I mean?
Yep. Know what you mean?
Talking about the first 100 days of Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? This man's not even pacing himself for us to analyze the 100 days. We haven't even gone 30 days yet. And he's got the immigrants on fire. He's got the women's movement on fire. He's got everybody, all his cabinet is tripping. People bailing out, losing out. It's a mess. It just go to show you that life is the same no matter what. People are born into the same body of life. Just serving whatever higher power you serve, but we're all built from the same manner, come out the same way, and doing the same things. And because you got a little bit of privilege and a little bit of whatever, that doesn't make a difference or anything. Because as soon as somebody say you got some kind of medical ailment, that's a whole different story. None of that means anything anymore because you're trying to fight that medical situation. So, and now they got a bunch of rich millionaires up there who just used to doing their thing, and now they all going to clash because they're egos. But then they all got to serve Trump because he's the president, but nobody really respects him. They respect their position. So gridlock is soon to come. I mean, soon to come. Just like your life, when you got a bunch of stuff going on, and all of a sudden you got to stop for a minute and say, wow, what is all these? What are all these bills? What is all this? Whatever. Anything you got in abundance, that all of a sudden slows you down. I mean, like when your pocketbooks start getting too heavy, you got to sit down and dump it and sort that crap out. Like anything else, a man's wallet, when it starts bulging, you got to take some of the receipts and crap and all that and sort it out. And this man has got the world now. Everybody's on a bubble. Everybody's on edge. So I just wanted to say a little something concerning the gridlock that is yet to come, because it didn't mess with the whole immigration situation. Oh, my God. This is not 40 years ago. People of different ethnicities are granulated in this world, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. You might as well just let it be. And you think you're going to separate things? Oh, man, families coming unglued. I mean, this ain't slavery days where you're going to take the people from different mother here, father there, children here. That's not happening. Are you kidding me? So the mutiny is soon to come on the bounty, and gridlock is soon to approach. So just beware and look out and handle your business and keep your bills paid and all. Keep everything in perspective, because we got some difficult days ahead of us. That's all I got with what's popping.
All right. I hear you. Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I know, that's right.
He is making this road very difficult to travel.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to travel it after he trampled all over it.
I tell you.
All right, we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah.
We're going to get in your segment, Miss Redwine. What do you have for us tonight?
Oh, I have something for you tonight.
All right, come on with it.
I came across something from, he's not even a congressman. He's a representative, which really makes me angry because I'm thinking, why do you think you can even run your mouth like this? But anyway, this representative, Jack Kingston, has proposed that poor students sweep the floors in exchange for free lunch.
Really?
Now, first of all, I don't know if he thinks that the poor kids that are getting the free lunches in the public school system are all of any particular ethnicity. I don't know. I don't know if this is something racially motivated, but all throughout his proposal, he keeps on saying that he wants to instill in these poor kids that there's no such thing as a free lunch. But here's the thing. How many perks do these congressmen and representatives get? When you get that job on Capitol Hill, they get so many perks and freebies, free dinners, free lunches, free drinks, wined and dined all the time from all of the, what do you call those people that are always trying to...
Lobbyists.
Lobbyists, thank you. From all the lobbyists and everything. So you guys are benefiting from the so-called free lunch, so to speak, all day, all night, practically 365. How dare you single out poor kids? Some of these kids, the only meal they get is that free lunch that they get at school. You know, they've done surveys to determine that kids learn better when they're not sitting there hungry. Because when you're hungry, all you can think about is how your stomach is growling. And you can't focus and you can't learn. That's why they started doing this in the first place. So for these underprivileged, as they call poor kids, I don't even want to call them poor. I'll just say the kids that qualify for the free meals, whether it be lunch, breakfast, or both, to single them out and say, well, these kids need to do something to earn it. Why do they have to earn it? First of all, these kids didn't ask to be here. These kids are here through no fault and no choice of their own. If their parents can't afford to give them a lunch or a breakfast and the school system has a program, who is this nut, Jack Kingston, talking about where they should sweep the floors or pay a nickel or a dime? What if they don't even have a nickel or a dime? They're doing the best that they can. And if their parents don't have the money to give them to help them out, to cover their lunches or their breakfast or something, for him to say that they should at least sweep the floors, I mean, what is he proposing? That they lose time on getting an education to clean the school? Really? So the kids who can afford lunch, or what are they going to do? Look down their nose at the kids that are now being marked as being poor? You know, I don't even, what he's doing is proposing setting up classism even in the school. It's hard enough for kids that don't have clothing like some of the kids who have money. It's hard enough. Now you want these kids to have to go sweep and clean up behind the ones that have. So the don't have, now he wants them to clean up behind the ones that do have. This guy needs to be on the top of the kiss it list forever and ever and ever. Because this is just outrageous. Not to mention that it's against the child labor laws. And then you'd have to coordinate and make sure that they're doing it right. You know, it's just too much stuff involved. It doesn't even make sense. It's not even worth talking about how would you structure this kind of program. You know, on the one hand, I do understand what he's saying is that people need to have the sense of earning something, but this is not the way to do it. Not at all. If free lunch is a free lunch program, leave it alone. Let these kids who don't have any other means to get a meal, let them have their lunch so that they can not have an empty stomach and learn. I mean, really, Jack Kingston, what is your problem? You hater? That's all I have to say. Why are you trying to make the poor kids sweep the school?
Oh,
just to get lunch and all that free stuff these congressmen get every day? Are you kidding me? Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I'm done with him.
Very fun. I heard the mic drop in the background. I hear you. What is wrong with these congressmen?
What is wrong with him?
I tell you, Redwine, to add to that, on the news the other day we had what's his name? Benjamin Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu from Israel was in town, and he's gritting his teeth and rubbing his palms together waiting to get paid, and look at the money we're giving them every year. Not to mention, not to mention other countries that are allies that we're furnishing to keep afloat or whatever. They already keeping themselves afloat because we didn't give them millions every year. So anyway, he's walking away, and then Trump told him to stop building in the over there by the West Banks and stuff.
Right.
What they're doing over there is that the Israelis are where they were battling the Palestinians. They're moving forward with land and they're building stuff just to kind of put like construction between them and the Palestinians. And Barack told them to stop doing that because the Palestinians are kind of feeling like you're kind of boxing them out of their own land, basically. And Trump, when he was talking to Netanyahu, said, "Look, Netanyahu, won't you go easy on the building? Like Trump told him. Trump told him to stop building." So today, or yesterday, whenever they had the conference, Trump actually told him to, stop building over there so much. I talked to him about easing up on the building. I'm telling you, so he's doing the things that Barack did or trying to do because Barack was making sense with it. And Trump is really starting to see the light on some things. He's not on everything, but on that situation with the Israelis, it's really deep because it seems like that whole support for the Israelis always comes from based on the fact that they're people of a certain complexion. This is why all your past white presidents has always catered to the Israelis based on their complexion. They're not catering to the Haitians or things like that. So it's pretty deep.
Yeah, they always look out for the Jewish folks.
Yeah, and it's not like that's just but Barack had his reservations with that. He didn't give in like that,
Well, since you got the mic, Papa, why don't you go ahead into your living for the city? What do you have for us tonight?
Well, I'm just speaking on the whole black experience. I just want to reiterate on that because it seemed like ever since Trump came into play, we're very non-existent. When we don't have any representation in the cabinet like that, it just shows the world, the reflection of the world, and what the world, whoever's leading the government wants to be seen as. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't see no blacks nowhere. I don't even see Carson anywhere. He's not even in the news anymore. And I hear that Steve Harvey's still hanging with him. So who knows? But it's just it's ugly. The cabinet is so white that it's not even funny. I mean, I'm surprised that people haven't even spoke on that whole situation. But he has the right to pick who he wants to pick. That's why I say in the job market, I don't think any black boss should feel bad about hiring employees of color at all. Don't even feel bad about it. Because the hiring practices in America today and the level of management of people of a white persuasion, you'll go in Walmart and you'll see a young kid walking around with a tie on, a young white kid with a laptop in his hand. He's no older than some of the black counterparts that he's supervising in there. So how did he get that position? It's not like he's smarter than they are. He's not bringing anything more to the table. But you walk in Walmart. I was in a Walmart the other day, and black girl was talking to the young white guy who had a little tie on and was some kind of supervisor, and she was saying that when I was up front, somebody left a message for you. He said, well, hold that thought. I got to go do something. Hell, I wouldn't tell him jack. He going to tell me that kind of crap. You know, I'm trying to tell you a message, and you walking off like you got something going on. So people, I'm saying that to say that when people get a little power, they start having an attitude with it. Now they think you're beneath their ass when that is so far from the truth. It's not even funny. So I just think in the job market and in the government and everywhere, you know, the black persuasion is really becoming a forgotten entity. And it happened overnight. You know, it seemed like as soon as Barack, you know, fell out of power, you know, the tables were turned. You know, it's just like almost the shade was pulled down, the blinds were closed. You know, the mini blinds were extinguished overnight immediately. So it just go to show you that, you know, unless all the players are playing, I don't really think this country can make it, you know, because everybody's contribution counts every day. And when you have black contribution, especially with people of color, and now you're trying to get rid of the immigrants and then focusing just on the Latinos and the Spanish, then it's going to be crazy. So all we can do is just sit back and see it and watch it and understand it, because it's going to be crazy. Mark my word, it's going to be crazy. I just want to put that out. Just want to put that out.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you were so right, Papa. And you hit that nail on the head. Yeah. So we don't have no more mics, so no more mic dropping tonight.
Yeah, we can't drop any more mics tonight.
But that was a good one, though, Papa. Appreciate that. All right. I guess it's my turn.
Yep, it's your turn. What's going on the West Coast with Hollywood?
It's quite a bit going on. Let's see. Unfortunately, we lost a legend here. The award-winning American jazz R&B pop singer whose hits included the theme tune of 1980s Moonlighting. I forgot he did that.
Oh, yeah. I used to love that show.
Yeah, Mr. Al Jarreau. Unfortunately, he passed. He was 76. Wow. He is truly a great, and we are truly going to miss him. He dealt with the greats of Nat King Cole, George Benson, Jose James. So he dazzled, he did his little, scatting and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on point. He was originally from, let me see, I'll get to that in a minute. But they talk about 2010, he had to go to the hospital while on tour in France. He had a respiratory and cardiac problems. And then also in 2012, he had a bout with pneumonia. But he returned, to concerts and things about a year later. But they said he had just said he was going to retire.
Oh, wow.
And then I think a day later he passed. Yeah. He is survived by his second wife, Susan, and son, Ryan, two brothers, Marshall and Appy, and a sister, Rose Marie. His real name was Alwyn Lopez Jarreau. He was born March the 12th, 1940. So he was just going to have a birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yep.
Yeah, he'll be missed.
He truly will be. Every time I hear songs, I'm ready to scat myself. Also in Hollywood news, we have, I know everybody has seen the Hidden Figures movie with, we have the three mathematician women that work for NASA. Their real names were Katherine Johnson, Mary Jackson, and Dorothy Vaughan.
Okay.
Katherine Johnson, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So that's the highest award that a citizen can get. Mm-hmm. And these three mathematicians helped John Glenn, that important mission that he had up there in space. So that was some Hidden Figures. That was Taraji P. Henson and Octavia Spencer and your girl,
Janelle Monáe.
I mean, they look good. They have won numerous awards. They've won the Screen Actors Guild Award. NAACP award. Of course, Taraji got that. The Satellite Award for Best Ensemble. The whole cast won an award for that. And the NAACP award for Outstanding Motion Picture. I said that was well deserved. Truly well deserved. So, yeah. And last but not least, we'll talk about a homegirl, DC homegrown Regina Hall. She is going to, everybody knows Regina Hall from the scary movies with the Wayans brothers and everything. She was the only quote-unquote last actress, the black actress, you know, with the cornrows and everything, the scary movies. She's going to host the BET Honors on February the 22nd at 8. So you guys have to check that out. She hosted the thing with our president, I'll say, because he's still my president. What was the name of that? That was the Love and Happiness.
Right.
Love and Happiness
at the
celebration
at the White House.
Yeah. So Regina, she hosted that with Terrence J. He's doing a lot of things too, Terrence J. So just she has a new movie coming up also July 21st with Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, and a newcomer, Tiffany Haddish. She is a comedian, actress, and a dancer. So that's going to come out on July 21st, called Girl Trip. And the producers on that is director is Will Packard. So she's keeping tabs with Will Packard. He's keeping her busy.
Isn't he the one that produced Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look for that one. That's called Girl Trip. So they're going to be in your town, New Orleans.
Oh, watch out now.
New Orleans is a jazz fest. So it's four friends, you know, getting back together as far as friendship. They haven't seen each other in a while. So just imagine the stuff they're going to do in New Orleans.
I saw the trailer for it, and it was hysterical. Funny.
All right. That's called Girl Trip, coming out July 21st. All right. That's my wrap-up for tonight.
All right. Well, thank you for the Hollywood Report.
You're welcome. Well, sweet.
All right. Let's see. Well, while you got the mic, what do you have for us for the cocktail of the week? You got to get that in.
I just finished the last drop of that.
Yeah, I need a refill.
It's called the Ginger Magic.
All right. Ooh, the magic.
Yes, it is.
Where's the magic?
And that's what it does. It's you put this in a shaker. You muddle rosemary, basil. I done had too many.
Step away from the shaker.
Muddle basil in a shaker. 2 parts of, it's called Magic Moments Lemon Seagrass Vodka. Yes.
Woo.
It's on point. 2 parts of that. 1 part of ginger snaps, which is by the Kuiper. You put a splash of cranberry juice, and you put that in the shaker and shake it up with ice. There you go. And then you pour it over a glass of ice. And you top it off with a splash of ginger ale. You don't even have to put a garnish on it. It is off the chain.
Ooh, yes, it is.
And it's called the Ginger Magic. We're going to have this on our website. You guys have to check it out because we done had 2 cocktails. Papa,
tell my business.
Papa is away, so
yeah, we can have 3 since Papa's not in the studio.
Yeah, so that's called the Ginger Magic.
We have one for Poppa DD who's not here.
Yeah, for the ones that ain't here.
All right, here's for the one that's not here.
All right, now.
That's for you, Poppa DD.
All right.
I'm strictly brown.
We know.
Anyway.
Yep. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. Well, we got our Kiss It list next?
Yes, the Kiss It list.
Uh-oh.
Can you tell us about the Kiss It list, Poppa DD?
Tell us all about it.
Every week, it's anybody that sold out, freaked out, did they thing, you know, overexerted, did they, you know, this did a freak move. And we got a lot of that these days. So we're going to put together a list of people that chumped themselves. The one guy, who's the guy that resigned from the White House there?
Manny?
That's Lynch.
Lynch.
Isn't his name Lynch?
Flynn or something. Anyway, he was the...
Flynn. Sorry, Flynn. Michael Flynn.
Michael Flynn, yeah, he... who knows? There's so much chaos in there, you never know the truth of what's really happening. So jokers are disappearing, and who the hell knows why or how. Donald Trump, of course, Macy's, Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner. Let's go with all the immigration laws in effect, you know, all the cabinet members, and then all the cabinet members have been approved. We got to put the whole Senate and Congress on the damn kisser list because they just vote blind.
You serious? Okay.
You trying to please Trump by just like voting everybody in, all them jerk offs. But one person didn't make it. The one guy that said that the one that was going to get to run the different what was his name? He ran Hardee's and those fast food restaurants and all.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know his name, but yeah.
He made the comment that people he rather go automated because automation doesn't call out sick and all that, and nobody liked that term. Nobody liked that, so he didn't make it. He'll be in charge of the food administration, whatever.
Drug administration. That's what it was. FDA.
Is that what it was? Yeah, he didn't make it.
Either that or Health and Human Health. No, I think it was FDA.
Yeah, it was a big job, but he didn't make it because he was a rotten guy. He sponsored all those commercials with Hardee's where the sauce is falling on the ladies' titties and all that. He's a creep deep down inside. He acts like he's so tough, he ain't nothing but a cum. Anyway.
All right, Bob, you're in therapy now.
Yeah, I'm in therapy. Damn. All right, okay.
Well,
anyway,
I would like to add. I want to add somebody, a couple people. I want to add all of the Hall of Fame voters for the NFL. Bill skipped over Terrell Owens. Really?
Yeah.
Terrell Owens should have been in the Hall of Fame, and they still did not vote for him. And I think they are dead wrong for that. So all the people who vote in the NFL Hall of Fame, they're on the kiss it list. All right.
And Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks, you know, they did bring Oakley back in. They got together with Michael. I told you him and Michael Jordan were best friends, so they got together.
Oh, they did resolve that?
Yeah, he's trying to. And then they saw the owner sitting in the stands with a couple old Knick players. The guy that played Mama and another guy, some other loser that was a Knick. He's sitting there with two black guys on the front row, acting like he loves black people so much. That owner, the same one that kicked out Oakley last week, he's sitting there with two black guys eating a hot dog, and they sitting there with him. I mean, what a picture of like plantation bullshit. Anyway, his ass is on the kiss list, you know, the owner of the Knicks, and then he's on the list twice for sitting there with black ex-players like he's so kumbaya with the Negroes. So anyway.
Also, I want to add Representative Jack Kingston, that Republican out of Georgia, for coming up with that proposal talking about the poor kids ought to sweep the floors to earn their free lunch at school. Yeah, okay. He is on the kiss it list from now on. For sure. You have any, Ketel? This officer here, Yanez. Oh, yeah, that killed Castile. Yeah. Yeah, put him on the list. Yeah, he should be on there forever, too. Yeah, talking about he's not guilty. You got to do some time, brother. Yeah, really. That was just too plain. That's it for me. Don't forget about the Red Star. Oh, yeah, he already said it. Oh, did you say the Red Star? Papa said it already. Okay. Do we have anybody else? I think that's it. What we got for him? Okay, I got a special gift for him. Here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck
Ooh, that was a good one.
All right now. What is your last word for the night, Papa?
Well, hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. I thought I was muted for a minute.
No,
my
we
last
didn't
word is, we have some personal business this weekend to attend to. Like I said, this will be a recorded show on Friday, so calling in was not an option. We just had to get it in, so we had to do something else. We appreciate everybody listening and helping to keep our show strong. And keep your eyes open on that whole immigration thing and go down with the people, because ain't nobody trying to get, deported, really. Come on. They doing it. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, that's a mess. It's a mess.
What you got for your last word, Redwine?
My last word is to Representative Jack Kingston. Shame on you. With all the freebies that you and your other cohorts get, shame on your greedy behind for even saying that these children should have to sweep and clean the school in order to get the free lunch that they need to get in order to be able to survive in many cases. Shame on you. I don't know what kind of low-life dog, scum of the earth you are. Just asking. I'm not saying. I'm just asking.
Oh,
but whatever. I'm putting him on the list one more time. Anyway, my last word is to all of those children that are struggling, y'all stay strong. You hold your head up. Just because you may not have what other kids have doesn't mean you're not any worse or any better. You are just as good as everybody else. So don't feel bad. Stay strong. I love you. God loves you. To heck with this man, Representative Kingston, and anybody that thinks like him. That's all I have to say tonight.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That thing has gotten in my spirit. I can't take it.
Gotta get another, what's that cocktail?
Yeah, I need another ginger magic.
Okay.
That thing got all up in my spirit.
All right, we're gonna work it out when we get up there.
What's your last word, Kim?
My last word is I want to give a shout out to the Illicit movie that premiered last week in Cali.
Oh, yeah.
We want to give a great shout out to Lynette Tichelle. She is out there in Cali doing her thing. We are
They're
so
in
proud.
Canada this week.
Ooh, Canada.
At another film festival.
Okay, well, that film festival in Cali was the Pan-American Film Festival, right?
The Pan-American.
Pan-American. Okay, let me get that right. Pan-American.
Pan-African, I'm sorry.
Pan-African. Okay.
Right.
Film festival that premiered in Cali. Now they're in Canada.
They're at the Toronto Film Festival this week.
Must be nice. They doing their thing. Also to our parent company, DC Homegrown, keep the lights on for us. We appreciate that.
Woo-woo.
And a special thing for tonight. This is Dr. Cynthia Worsley's actual B-Day today, February 16th. We lost her about 2 years ago. She was a dentist, well-known dentist in the Washington, D.C. area. She was an aunt. She was a friend. And she was very special. The list could continue. To know her is to love her. She would fuss you out 1 minute and ask what you need the next minute.
That's right.
Everybody, if you hear my voice, you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That is who she was. So I want to officially say today is Dr. Cynthia Worsley Day.
Happy birthday, Cynthia.
Yep, we miss you. And this is Ketel. I'm out.
Say good night, Papa.
Good night. God bless Dr. Worsley.
All right.
All right, and we're out. Bonsoir. We'll be live next Friday on the 24th, so join us then. And you can call in and do what we normally do, and we'll see you next Friday. Peace.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, rolling that day, going up party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, rolling that day, going up party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, rolling that day, going up party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, rolling that day, going to party. Pajama Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes